What's going on, people? My name is Antoine, this is ATM Tech, and welcome to the channel. So today we've got something pretty cool from Samsung. It's the S Pen and silicone case combo. So the S21 Ultra is Samsung's first ever S device that has S Pen support. Now the pen doesn't actually come in the box, it is an optional extra, and there is nowhere to slot the pen on the phone itself, hence the reason for the case. So on the right we have the pen, and obviously on the left we have the case itself. So let's take a look at the case first. So on the back of the case it has like a soft textured feeling like normal silicone. Feels alright. Obviously you've got the camera cutout, you've got the charging cutout and the speaker cutout, as well as the microphone cutout, so the whole phone is accessible. The inside is like a hard plastic shell to protect the phone. It feels pretty good in the hand, and if you turn it over to the side, this is the slot that houses the S Pen. So as you can see, you just put it in, point down, and just slot it in, and it just sits in there just like so. It's in there very firmly. That pen isn't going anywhere whatsoever. It also pops out nice and smoothly with one hand, so it's nice and easy to get out. And let me just grab an S21 Ultra and pop it in the case so you can see what that looks like. There we are. Okay, so as you can see, it's a little bit wider than just the phone. Obviously, with the pen being on the side, it will add a bit more width, but it's nothing too much, and it reminds me of what it used to feel like with phones before they made them taller and they were wider. So like the S7 Edge that had a wider aspect ratio. But again, as you can see, just popping out the pen is nice and easy, and it's ready to go pretty much anytime without adding too much extra bulk or inconvenience. And this is my little mini drop test to show you the pen isn't going anywhere. It's not going to fall out, so you don't really have to worry about losing it. So as I said earlier, this is Samsung's first phone in the S range that has S Pen support. So I thought it'd be quite helpful if I ran through some of the S Pen features. Obviously not users are familiar with the S Pen. However, a lot of S users will really not be all that familiar or comfortable with its features. So let's quickly run through the main ones. So if I just pop out the S Pen real quick. So the S Pen itself is nice and light. It feels like a pencil or a pen. Quite different from the one that comes with the Note. It's a bit smaller, a bit more uncomfortable, but this one feels quite natural to write with, which is always a good thing. So on the side of the pen, there is a little button, if you can just see that. So that controls a lot of the pen features. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to press the button near the screen, and it's going to bring up the S Pen menu. So these are all the main S Pen features, and we're going to start with the main one that people think of with the S Pen, and that is taking notes. So I'm just going to quickly jot down a little something. Please excuse my handwriting because it's pretty poor, but if you press and hold the button, you can actually use it as an eraser, so you don't have to worry about going to the eraser setting. If you make a mistake, you can just quickly erase that and sort of start again. So that's really handy if you're someone like me who always constantly makes mistakes when you're writing. The pen itself has really low latency, and it really very much feels as though you are writing. It's a lot better than the kind of styluses you'll get at the pound shop. So let's take a look at another feature called Smart Select. So Smart Select is like an intelligent screenshot. So what you can do is draw a shape around any part of the screen, and it will then cut that out. Once that's been cut out, you can then pin it to any part of the screen. So let's say you've got a website that you want to reference. You can just pin it to your screen, go to another app, and it always follows you around. It's great if you don't want to mess around with the full-on split screen mode. So let's close that, and then we're going to take a look at another S Pen feature. So if we go back to the menu, let's take a look at screen write. So screen write's pretty self-explanatory. It takes a screenshot of whatever's on your screen, and then you can annotate it before you send it to someone, before you save it. So that makes life a lot easier and quicker, rather than taking a screenshot and then going into edit and then sort of manually annotating it. This all just does it in one go. Nice and easy, nice and simple. Not really much to talk about here. Yeah, this is screen write. So let's just quickly save that, and then we move on to another feature. let's have a look at live messages. So live messages is a bit of fun, nothing too serious, but you can have a bit of fun with this one. So essentially you can make any drawing, any note, any picture, any words, and then it will automatically give you a very basic animated edit. So my little example, ATM Tech YouTube, make sure you subscribe if you're not already. So yeah, let's add a little bit of sparkle, a bit of some stars all around, and you'll see how this looks when this is done. Give it a bit of pizzazz. So you can then press play to preview it, and yeah, this is how it looks. Nice little way to send a message to your loved one in the morning. I don't know. I'll be honest, I never use this, but you can send it as a GIF to anyone using WhatsApp, Facebook Messenger, any type of messaging application. So again, not really a great deal to talk about, but I'm sure the more creative ones of you will find more to do with it. Okay, so go back into the menu, and then we're going to show you my last feature which is worth using, which is pen up. So a bit of change of pace here. This one is a bit more therapeutic, so you have access to quite a few different canvases which you can use the S Pen to do some colouring. So because of the sensitivity and the pressure sensitivity of the pen itself, it is very much like using a pencil crayon. So if you want to unwind, you've had a long day, you just want to kick back and just relax, break out pen up, break out the S Pen and do a bit of colouring. And if you're anything like me who just doesn't have the patience for it, what you can do, there's another feature called fill. Tap on that, and then beep boop bop bop bada bing bop pow. Yeah, anyway, so this speeds things up a little bit, and this is my preferred way. You can share your images if you sign up for a pen up account, but you don't really have to. If you just back out, it will just save your images for you. So yeah, that is the S Pen. There is definitely more to it, a few more extra features, but I just went through the ones that I think that are most relevant and the ones that people are using every day, or most days anyway. So let me just pop the S Pen back into its holder, and that's the end of the video. If you found that useful, if you enjoyed it, a like is always appreciated. If you're not already, please subscribe. You don't have to, but yeah, subscribe if you want to. Again, my name is Antoine. This is ATM Tech, and I will catch you in the next one. Peace.